Hey y'all. I was trying to find somebody that is blocked for some reason, and I don't know how to unblock them. Why my why my video look jank? Hold on, y'all. Does this look clear on y'all screen? It look clear on StreamYard, but it does not look clear on YouTube. It looks real jank. Let's clear off the screen. I can't remember, do I usually just talk on StreamYard or do I be talking on YouTube? That's what happens when I be going, taking months and months to go back live again. I have no idea. But when I'm looking at my YouTube, this don't look too good. The quality does not look good whatsoever. I don't like this. Make sure y'all like the live as y'all coming in, because this may be the last time y'all see me for another 3 to 4 months. Y'all saying I usually go live and look at it on StreamYard. It's very clear to y'all? Okay, maybe it does. It's just when I looked at it on my YouTube, because I could see the comments right here, but I feel like I'll be watching it from my YouTube. I don't know. I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay. So somebody said I go live from and look at it on StreamYard. So I'm gonna leave y'all on StreamYard. But hey y'all. Sorry, I was a little tardy. I was trying to convince Jori to go upstairs and she wasn't going back and forth. So we had to agree to a show that she can watch because she had her little music stuff playing with her little stuff. And I said, girl, you ain't gonna get me get me a copyright strike. So she over here watching her show. But let me go ahead. Okay, do I remember how to do this? Y'all, I feel like such an amateur. Like, what is going on? Okay, there we go. Hey, Nadine. Hey, I need my freaking glasses. Does it say Cookie? I think that says Cookie. Does it say Cookie? Hey, Cookie. Hey, Mama UK. Mary, thank you. Hey, Harper. Hey, Chantilly. Hey, Caprice. Hey, oh, well, Patrice was just answering, but hey, girl, you here? Yes, I put this live thing up hours ago because I told myself if I put it up, that's gonna make me commit to doing it. I had a long day and I got a long day tomorrow because today was Ariel's bridal shower. She's having two. And of course, I'm a bridesmaid, so I had to partake in both festivities. And yes, so long day for this whole entire weekend. But hey y'all. We are on here. I'm waiting for a few more people. I don't even know how to tell who's in the 200. Okay. Okay, it's coming back to me. We're gonna let the chat build up a little bit. I may post it on my story in a second. Oh, you said it's clear 4K clear. Okay, that makes me happy. Yes, Sheila. Thank you so much. Thank you. A lot of y'all been messaging me, sending me some condolences. The comment section ain't giving what it's supposed to be given on Pastel Acres because some of y'all too busy laughing at Jeremy and not worried about my trauma. But I appreciate you, Sheila, for being one of the ones who care and are concerned. But I was looking for CC Live and I don't see how to. So, girl, if you're watching this, send me your link to your channel so I can unmute you, or however, I don't know, somebody hid you, or I don't know how it is because I tried to type it in my thing and it was not working. Hey, Chantel. I've never seen Chantel spelled like that. That is so, like, you can't mess that up. Like, hey, Chantel, girl. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Shaniqua. Keesha, did I get the hair oil that I sent the link to? Did I? Probably. I've gotten a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. No, I didn't upload 2 vlogs last week because the only thing I uploaded was the bridesmaid proposal. And then I was supposed to upload another vlog, but see what had happened was I was going back and forth with dressing because I was they had sent me the title to the video they wanted me to use. And I said, I can't use this on the title for no vlog. I said, they'll see the video when they click the video. And they were like, oh, this is supposed to be its own dedicated standalone video. And it literally almost sent me to my maker because I was like, what? This is not the way a apparel video will be filmed if it was going to be a standalone video. Like, what? But it's my bad because I guess I didn't reread the contract when we renegotiated the price. I thought when we renegotiated the price, we had an understanding of what they were going to get, but somewhere along the lines, and they weren't going back and forth. I was like, well, since you paying me this means I'm gonna do it like this. Do you understand? They were like, well, per contract, which, you know, it is what it is. But if y'all see me looking outside, the chicken coop right there. So I be seeing that dang on fox coming back. But yeah, so I put that video up at, what time was it? Like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, got your number. But yeah, so that messed me up from being able to put a video up. And then the hair video that went out, I had already agreed to post it on that Thursday. So I was like, I ain't posting no more videos. So here we are with this live. We're gonna have some fun tonight, y'all. Hopefully. Because the vibes are based off of what y'all do, not really what I do, because I'm always come with positive energy. So I am waiting for just some more people to come in. Hey, Lisa. Hey, rolling with the Rileys. Hey, Raven. Oh, I skipped over Nika. Hey, Nika. Hey, Diamond. Hey, Mandy. Talking about Jeremy was hilarious. Y'all, he was pissing me off. I had to edit so much out of that clip because we was literally arguing. I couldn't believe, like, so Jeremy just went viral on TikTok the day before all of this happened. So we had already been talking about his virality pretty much for the last 24 hours because it was just so funny. Like the most random video went viral. And so he was on his little viral kick pretty much when he was out there and acting a damn fool. And I'm just like, and the thing about it is I'm very sensitive in general. So I cry easily. And Jeremy, he forgets. Like we worked on this throughout our relationship. Because one, nobody gonna make me not be me. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna always be me. So if I'm sensitive, I'm gonna be sensitive. However, I do understand that there is a level to it and being as vulnerable around certain people. But of course, I've been doing YouTube for so long. And also, I can't control my emotions. I'm the type of person where like filming is natural to me. It's different from those who don't like film regularly and they kind of just pick up a camera and just start crying. But me, I'm very sensitive. And I'm the type of person where like I could be good mentally. And the moment I got to talk about it again, or the moment I got to like live through it, then I'm back triggered and I'm back emotional. So I think going out there with the camera and actually going over, because I personally never walked over there to the chickens prior to picking up that camera. When we initially were going, well, I was about to take the girls to school, we walked and I never saw the chickens' bodies. Like Jeremy saw the chickens' bodies and I stopped where I was at and just went straight back because we were already about to be late walking out. Well, we were late walking out the door. And it was their last day of school. So I wasn't that pressed, but I was like, okay, this is too much because the girls start coming outside. They asking questions. I edited so much of that clip out, but it was just so much going on. So I never saw the actual bodies until when I came back with the camera. And so I didn't know. And actually both of us didn't know which chickens it was. And I guess it was just so sad. It was just so sad, y'all. It was just so sad for me. And he was just freaking thinking this is a dang on, well, being himself. Y'all, it was just a lot. And then I'm just crying even more because now he frustrated me. Like we was literally out there arguing. I was like, don't you tell me not to be crying. So I shut all that up, Keesha. I'm like, oh heck no. But honey, I went and got some new chickens. Before we even came home, I already went and picked. As soon as I dropped them off at that school, he called me and told me, okay, look, I can't find the rest of the bodies. Literally, I text our chicken guy immediately, and then I went to Tractor Supply and bought 4 chicks. So I was already like beeline to the store, and I think it was just even more. I was pissed. I was sad. I was overwhelmed because we were 2 months away from being able to get eggs. We've had these chickens since January and we didn't put all this work in, fed them, housed them, all these things to be 2 months away from the freaking eggs. And we had 7 chickens, 5 were girls. Is that how many we had, y'all? Remember, it was supposed to be 4 girls initially, but the guy messed up and gave us 2 boys. So it was 3, and then it was Tia and Tamira. So 3 of the girls were supposed to be laying eggs soon. We got Tia and Tamira because some chickens don't lay eggs the entire 365 days out of the year. They have like an off season. So we were like, okay, well, let's just go get 2 more. I said it. I was like, I'm gonna go get 2 more. So when the first 3 girls are kind of like during their off season, we'll still have eggs producing from the other chickens. So that's just kind of how the theory went. So now when the chicken walked towards me, now before I did go take them to school, one of the chickens did walk towards me. I still didn't see the dead bodies, but one of the chickens walked towards me. I did not think it was a rooster because the roosters are the most aggressive. They're not real aggressive per a lot of the videos I've seen, but they are they're very territorial. Our roosters are very territorial, very like you could tell like they're men, like they're like really men of like I don't know how to explain it unless you have chickens, like male chickens versus hens. So when the chicken walked towards us, I was like, is this one of the male chickens? Because the males would never play that. The girls 90% of the time they won't walk by us either, but if it was going to be one of them walking to us, it was going to be one of the females. So I was like, okay, hopefully the one that's left is the girl, so we can still be having one chicken laying eggs. So y'all, it was just a catastrophe. Oh, you didn't see the video? Yes, y'all, the freaking fox came and ate our chickens up in the middle of the night. You got to go watch it. It's on Pastel on Acres. When am I setting up the wedding planning group? Y'all see what had happened was it's going to be this week. Because the next thing I have to do for Ariel's wedding, I'm in a wedding, y'all, so I'm still giving my all to being my duty of being a bridesmaid. I just had to get my bridesmaid proposal out the way so we can already have our group and everything set up. But Ariel's bridal shower was literally this weekend after I did that. So I'm on bridesmaid mode right now, and I'll go back into fiance planning mode next week. Thank you so much. It said we all care, but Jeremy was just cracking us up. I said this in my comment, but y'all provided some comedic relief in the midst of the tragedy. That's the story of our freaking relationship. I was about to cry with you, and Jeremy just ruined it. I went back and watched. Well, I was the one who edited the video, and I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, if I would have kept everything in there, it would have been so dang toxic because I was just like, I couldn't believe I was crying so hard. Like I had to wipe out, like cut some of the part out because I was just crying so hard, and it just like, damn girl, you just cried so hard. So I was like, let me take some of it out. But yes, I was crying for real. Somebody commented was like, girl, you ain't even crying real tears. Tears are clear. Like, and I was in a bright sun. Like, trust and believe me, I was crying. Fiance life has been really good thus far. It's definitely different from my, I've been a girlfriend for all these years, so I've been there, done that. But I would definitely say that it has put a lot of things in perspective for us because now it's like really go time when it comes to like our forever. Like we already knew like we wanted to be together forever, but it's so different when it's about to be so close to being official. Like we're each other's end all be all. We're about to be united as one, and that is a big responsibility under God. So it's been a lot processing things. I can definitely say like being a fiance, we have a lot. We already had serious conversations, but we have a lot of serious conversations that we can't put a pause on. Because before it was kind of like, well, we don't got to talk about this right now because blah, blah, blah. Like if it got too intense, but now it was like, no, we don't have no choice. Like we needed, huh, baby? Girl, please. I was so she's talking about can she turn her iPad up a little bit louder? So yeah, that's just kind of how it's been for me. We are going to be going to premarital therapy, or is it counseling? Which one is it? One of them is the right word, but it's premarital counseling. Yes, premarital counseling. So yeah, we'll be doing that because our wedding planner advised us. I don't know if it's mandatory, but it was a part of our packet thing. So there's that. I know it's early, but have you guys decided on the honeymoon location? No, we have not. Because we're over budget with the wedding. I'm just playing. But seriously, like we did pick, well, I picked one of the most expensive wedding options. So right now we're just kind of like being very intentional with how we plan the wedding, because one thing's for sure, like, I'm not the type of fiance, unfortunately, but fortunately for some, I'm not the type of fiance that's gonna put people on the list just because we know them. Um, a lot of people who probably think they're gonna be invited are not, and it's sad, but it just has to be done because it's a very costly expense, and it is a very intricate process planning a wedding, especially the venue we chose and the process of doing everything that we've done thus far. So we haven't even had no time to even think of a honeymoon. Now, to be honest, I'm not really particular about where we go. Me and Jeremy, we're actually very similar in things that we like. So I actually told him if he went with the venue I wanted, he can just decide where we go for the honeymoon. I really don't care. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna choose something we both have said we wanted to go to. As a matter of fact, I feel like I know where he would choose. It says, OMG, did the fox get in the coop? Yes, Stephanie girl. The fox got in that dang coop. And I just wish I had it on camera. But the freaking camera, so we have several. I ain't gonna tell y'all about where the camera's at because we gotta be protecting ourselves. But just know we are installing more. More cameras have already been ordered to be installed. And we did change the settings on one of the other cameras, because with these type of cameras, you have to set cameras to animal, you have to set them to person, motion, like it's so many different things. So our back camera was not set to animal, our front and side cameras were, but now we're installing more. And before we move the chickens completely over to their final resting space, because this is not their final resting space, only reason we left the coop right here initially is because when we first transferred them out, like these were our first chickens, so we were like, let's keep an eye on them. If they over there, we can't see nothing was going on, there's no camera pointing to the woods, so you have to get special cameras and special this and special that. So we just had not done that yet. So the coop is staying right here for now. And then within like the next few weeks, we should have everything ready to go. I love your videos and I look forward to it. Thanks for watching. Hey, Coco Beauty. Am I doing? So no, that was a lie. Mom, so we're not doing an engagement. No, baby, nowhere near. We're not doing an engagement party. That was just a lie because my bridesmaids are very busy women, and I knew that if I gave them any way to have, not that they wouldn't support me, because my friends always support me, but I needed all of them to be there. Like the day would not be complete or the way I wanted it to be if all of them were not there. And I know they all have their own things going on in their lives, personal life, work life, all of these different things, other people's birthdays, just celebrations. So sometimes you got to be picky with where you give your energy or where you give your time to. Sometimes you just need an off day. So I didn't want them to be taking an off day on my day when I'm saying, hey, y'all. Because at first I was like, well, let me just invite them to come over. And I was like, no, because then they could potentially take an off day. And I need them to take off work to be there. So it needs to make sense. So then I was going to do a housewarming. And I was like, well, that's not really a reason to take off work because you could see the house anyway. And then I thought like, okay, let's do engagement party because I know they're going to show up to the engagement party. The only thing is because Ashley, like I got my friend groups and then I got many friends inside my friend groups, big friend group, all of that. Baby, what y'all need? Go upstairs, please. And what I was saying, yeah, I got my friends inside my friend group. So the only thing about the engagement party is I know some of our mutual friends, I didn't want them to ask like, well, why didn't I get invited to the engagement party? Which they ended up asking them. So I tried to play it off, but that was just the best thing. But no, we're not doing an engagement party. I don't mind doing I wouldn't have mind to do an engagement party, but I never really thought about doing an engagement party. I mean, I don't know. I guess to me, everybody, well, except for my sister, but everybody was at my proposal. So that was good enough for me, except for my sister, but she was on FaceTime. Hey, Momo. Hey, Carolyn. Keesha, I wish you could be my realtor because these folks took 4 weeks to reply to our application. Got to find another one. Are you in America? Because I could be your realtor if you're in America. Now, if you're out the country, then I can't be a realtor. But if you're in America, I can be a realtor anywhere. Hey, La Rose. Thank you. I had to go, y'all. I had to wash this hair this morning and pull her up out her grave. Thank God I had her, because the other wig that I had, somebody had contacted me real quick and was like, girl, I need that wig. How much? Ship it to me tomorrow. Don't even worry about wiping no glue off, no washing it, nothing. Put that thing in the bag and ship it. And she sent that Cash App, and I was like, because at first I wasn't gonna do it. I was like, girl, I like this wig, and I got some events coming up, but I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I can go find another wig. So then I got some more wigs that's gonna be coming. So stay tuned for that. We haven't seen you live since August's birthday. I like seeing you all there as a blended family. How do you feel about it, Keesha, Kaylee? Was I live on August's birthday? I don't remember. But everything's good. Everything is good. Thanks for asking. We may all go live or do a video together. We kind of was talking about that the other day. But yeah, everything is good. And I really don't have nothing to say. Everything is good the way it should be. What viral video? Oh, Jeremy went live. If you go to his TikTok, you would dang on see the video. But he went viral. Every time I look at that thing, it's a funny video, but it's more so his commentary it's funny. Let me see. If you his TikTok is flash.
Hands down.
He just be saying anything on this thing on TikTok. But he did a video now, got 445,000
what is this?
Views. So if you go to his page, you'll see it. It's Splash to Done. I barely even be on TikTok like that. So he came home to I went viral on TikTok. I'm like, boy, and he only had I think when I saw he had 10,000 views. And I was like, okay, well, that's still a lot of views. TikTok, and it was the what did light keep going off? But yeah, go see it. It's funny, but I don't know. It's more so the comments going crazy, making it even funnier. How am I going to keep the foxes away? So the fox came back again yesterday. We do have. Do y'all see that light blinking? It's a light that's supposed to be getting turned on outside, but we got to sit in this chair. But we have a cement board, because if you follow me on Instagram, then I showed you, because when we filmed the video, the door was back put onto the thing, so no one could see. People was like, how did the fox get in here? So there's a back part of the coop and the back part of the coop. I don't know how it came off. It is not how the lock was, on the front of the coop, that you can slide the lock in and it's kind of locked. It's a little piece that kind of flips into ladies. Do y'all hear me? Y'all are loud on that steps. Please go sit in your room and sit down and calm down. We got practice in the morning. It's 8:41. Do you hear me? What do you say? Okay. So long story short, when my mom came in here, she saw the back part of the door off the coop and it was on the ground. So I had rushed in my room and the coop is literally right here. So I saw it on the ground. And as I looked like this over my window, I didn't see the chickens walking around the bottom part, which was not a red flag to me, because the chickens never are walking around. They don't walk around all night long. Chickens know their time to go to resting. And it's typically when the sun goes down. So all the chickens are in the house part of the coop, all beside each other, like a chicken is. So when I didn't see them, it wasn't that big of a deal. I was just like, oh, they probably just da-da-da. I was still a little concerned, because I'm like, damn, they could have just decided, oh, let me go have me some free time. This thing, I don't know how long it's been off or anything, but yeah, so that's how. I don't know if the chickens could have pushed it. What I'm thinking happened is, because like I said, this same fox came on Mother's Day, but when I literally saw the fox walk to the coop, the chickens were all flapping, acting crazy. And then the fox started acting deranged and just skedaddled back to the woods. So that was that. So I don't know if when he came back in the middle of the night, he could have was like, okay, I'm about to try I don't know what he was doing, because they couldn't have been at the bottom part. They would have definitely have been in the house part like they typically are. But since we put T and Tamira out there, I think T and Tamira, because they was never welcome with the rest of them. T and Tamira was they distant cousins, that it's okay, you one of us, but you not really in the family for real. That's how they treat T and Tamira. So they had to stick by each other's side. So once they got put into the coop just a week prior to that, I noticed that they would sleep at the bottom while everybody else was sleeping at the top. So I don't know if the fox could have just saw them. And then once they start acting crazy, everybody acting crazy. And I don't know if they could have all tried to gather into the house and mistakenly push the thing out. And then boom, the fox got in, because the fox not smart enough to have went there and tried to push at the thing. I don't know. It can only be, I'm not no crime detective or anything like that. I don't know how they could have. All I could think of is 5 of the chickens was huge, so it only took like a little bit of force for them to lean across that door, and the whole thing would have fell out. But yeah, we got a cement board back there now, so you can't even move it because it's a whole cement board against it. Are all the children in the wedding? What children? Are you talking about my girls? Yes, all our girls will be flower girls. Hey Keesha, when you going to set up the wedding group, you were saying you want. Oh, did I just answer that? I feel like I answered that. Yeah, terrorized them, to say it kindly, but murdered them is the real thing. 3 of their bodies have never been uncovered. I feel like if we walked out in the woods, maybe we'll see them. But Jeremy told me I was acting too dang on emotional that he wasn't even gonna let me walk out there. He said, just let it go. So I'm gonna let it go. A chicken is actually cheap. A chicken is only, it was Tia and Tamira, they were like $3 a chick. Now the first 5 chicks that we got, and they were chicks too, but this is before we even knew for real. We had just always, I didn't know you can buy chickens from Tractor Supply. So it was a guy who had a sign that said chickens. So that's all we knew. And he sold them for $25 a chicken. $25 a chick. So the first 5 we paid $25 per chick. And then when I went to Tractor Supply to get their chicken food and stuff like that, I go to Tractor Supply so much. I end up noticing they had like a little chicken thing. And it was like, yeah, we get chicks every Wednesday. And I was like, oh, how much are they? And it was like $3. I was like, $3? We just got these chickens for $25. So we end up getting Tia and Tamira for the $3. But I don't know what's going on with him, because when I just went back and picked up the new chicken that we got that's a teenager, he charged me $25 for her. And she's 2 months. So I'm like, why did I pay $25 for the newborn chicks? I didn't even want to go back and forth. So we only got one, but it is what it is. So now Tia is the older chicken girl. Thank you, Diva, or the Diva. But y'all, all of the chicken stuff is on Pastels on Acres. Hey, in Florida. Hey, OC girl. I was about to cry too. Jeremy took the stress out of my heart. I know you were crying, but when you screamed as you kicked the chicken, I was kind of sweet laughing when I edited that part, because that was a little. I'm just like, girl, I'm so dang on dramatic. It says we need a deleted scene. I gotta see, because me and Jeremy was going toe to toe. You should have just seen his face. Like, he was just in such disbelief that I was that distraught about it. And I'm just like, it was already sad. Like, I be on all the white people Instagram, because all the chicken stuff always coming up on my feed. So when I see all the white people with their chickens and welcome to my farm, and all of my chickens follow me and they love me, and I'm like, damn, what we got to do to get some love over here on this farm? Like, we are nice to them. We feed them out of our hand. We were doing everything. I've done the research. I was doing everything. And every time we open up that coop, the chickens, they'll come to us when we putting the food down there. And then that's it. We put the water in there, and that's it. When we let them out and let them forage the whole land, because we let them out and forage around, and we walk past them, they going the other way, like, whoop, 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 whoop. It's like never like they got love for us. The only ones who had love for us were Tia and Tamira. Like, they still took a liking to us, and I didn't want the other ones to turn them against us. So that's why I was so heartbroken, because I was like, I think I was the most sad about Tamira, because we just had put them out, and I just kept saying, damn, she just didn't even have a chance. Like, she just got put out there, and she's the only one where we didn't find no trace of her feathers. That is so sad. Like, that would make anybody with a heart cry. Like, that was so. And then I'm like, I didn't even, like, when my mama kept saying there was a chicken on the patio, I was like, Mama, what are you talking? Because I would have never thought it was the younger chicks, because they just got out there. So how would they have had the wherewithal to make it from the coop all the way around, all the way up them steps, all the way back to the door? I was like, there's no way. And I knew I would have seen a big chick, because they're huge. And I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? So when I saw her cuddled up under the bag of potatoes, I'm like, damn, she was fighting for her life. And I'm just in there asleep. I was just playing it all out of my head. And it was just like a crazy chicken murder scene, y'all. I am here, but getting dressed for an engagement party for my goddaughter. Yes, girl. Have fun. Weddings are just so much fun. The love, like Ariel had just a beautiful bridal shower today. Hey, Montreal. Thank you so much. Oh, counseling. So it's premarital counseling. Okay. No, baby. They said we're going to pre-move-in counseling. Okay, that's something different. You know what? I agree to that, because I feel like you learn, people change up, and you just live differently. You're coming from different walks of life, and you just really don't understand how somebody lives until you living with them. And it's like, damn, I didn't know you was that nasty, or dang, I didn't know you did this, or dang, I didn't know you snore like that. Like, it's just so much. Well, the therapist can't change nothing about the snoring, but maybe other stuff. Thank you so much, Lashana. Wait, is she with her children's father? I haven't seen an update. Yes, me and Jeremy are engaged. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Our wedding license is cheaper if you do counseling, but we was gonna do counseling anyways, because we still got a few things we gotta discuss with a professional, because I definitely think that and people were saying stuff when I was saying we was in counseling or therapy or whatever you want to call it, while we was just girlfriend and boyfriend. People was like, oh, I wouldn't be doing that unless I'm marrying somebody. It's a waste of time. But look, it got us here. It may not be for everybody, but it kind of just depends on the strength of your relationship and where you guys are trying to go. If you guys have a common agenda to get to a certain place in your relationship, therapy is good at any level. Like, there's never a time to say, oh, well, you know, I don't want to get help if you need help. That can avoid a lot of things, because what a lot of people don't understand is there's baggage both parties are always going to bring into a relationship, because you grew up differently than the other person. So whether it be family baggage, past relationship baggage, personal life, growing up, developmental baggage, it's so much baggage in there. So it's always great to seek a professional to assist with that and help you figure it out. And most therapists, although they may not, I don't know, because no, one of my therapists did straight up tell me on the first day of the session, she was like, one of y'all want to be in this relationship.
Can I have water?
Step back over there, baby. You don't have to ask me about water, but my cup doesn't have any. Close your legs and go get it out there. But yeah, one of my therapists, when I did it before, they was like, one of y'all want to be in this relationship and one of y'all does not. And I'm not going to say who does and who does not. And I thought they were saying the other person does not. I was like, because I'm a heavy lover and I'm very passionate. So I was like, oh, I know they probably saying the other person don't want to be with me. But on the last day of the session, when it was decided we weren't going to be together no more, she ended up telling us who didn't want to be with the other person. And it was me. I couldn't believe it. She was like, so now that we're here, I just want to say, Keesha, you did not want to be with this person. And the signs have always been there and blah, blah, blah. And moving forward in your relationships, this is da, 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 da. So it's really, really good. I watched your vlog where you surprised your friends with their bridesmaids boxes and how an engagement party was the cover for the surprise. Are you planning on doing an engagement party though? No. Weddings are expensive. Anybody there got to be someone who invests in you. Yes. Baby, there's no water in there. I said go get some out the refrigerator. It's empty. Go ahead, baby, because you're not going to be drinking water past a certain time. It's 8:52 already, please. Jori, don't touch that light. Go. It's about to be 9 o'clock, and I don't need you drinking water too late, because go, quick. Oh, my gosh. What is that? Oh, my gosh. Is this a freaking girl? What is that? What is this? You don't see this?
God.
What is that?
Probably ant.
An ant?
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it go. Y'all, did I? Oh, there it go. Throw this away. How did an ant get in here?
Oh, no.
Okay, go get that water, baby, because you're still sitting here. And I'm telling you, you're going to be going to bed in a few minutes. But did you pick your wedding song yet? Kinda. I thought I did. And then when my best friend, one of my maids of honors, because my sister's my maid of honor, my best friend, my other maid of honor. When my best friend was going over like my wedding song, she told me I shouldn't use that song. So I'm like, what the world? So yeah, now we're not gonna use that song. But I did find another song that I really wanted to use. And I'm like, then she said about something she want to use the song too. I'm like, girl, we can't be all using the dang old song, but I really liked it with it. She's like, girl, we could both use that song. My friends are so funny like that. They're like, girl, we don't care. She was like, girl, because if I want to use your wedding color, I'm gonna use it. We're gonna just have a different type of wedding. Yes, and it's significantly cheaper, not just like a little bit. It's like significantly cheaper. Hey, Jess. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a wedding registry. I don't know if we're gonna post it publicly or if it's just gonna be for our guests. But some people aren't gonna come because they're not gonna be able to be invited. Like some of our family, like some of my family on my mom's side are sick. So I don't know. We may make it like send it to them or something like that. I know you're a Harry Potter fan. Have you heard about the new Harry Potter editions? Yes, I have. We had planned on going to Universal for Jori's birthday. We just trying to still see y'all because we just got so much coming up at one time. We got so much coming up at one time. So we're gonna definitely make it there. I don't know if it's gonna be Jori's birthday or how we're gonna have to do it, but we definitely gonna make it there. No, we never found Tamira, unfortunately. We never found her. Am I going to protect the rest of the chickens? So 4 of the new chicks are inside the house, and they won't be outside the house until weeks from now when they get all their feathers. There's only 3 chickens out there right now, but they are protected because it's sealed off with a cement. Can you find me some land somewhere near North Carolina? Yes, text me. Hey, Chandra. Hey, Sandra's Real Life Vlogs. I'm so glad you and your hubby is happy. We'll continue to live y'all life to the fullest and love the homestead y'all are building. Thank you. Another thing, y'all, this is completely different. But I wanted to say, because I did not post a vlog on Friday for the raffle winner. The raffle winner will be announced on Monday. Like I said, I end up having to put that. I thought I was going to be able to put up a vlog because Dress-In's sponsorship was going to be at the beginning of that vlog. But since they needed me to put that video up by itself, and then I had to put that wig video up by itself, I just didn't want the engagement to drop because I just had put 2 videos up within 24 hours. And then I was already emotional about the chicken, so I didn't feel like editing no more. So the raffle winner will be selected on Monday. And then over the weekend, well, yesterday, because it's already weekend. Yesterday, 3 new companies, and they some real good products, y'all. They agreed to send some gifts as well. So by next Friday on the next vlog, I will be able to announce some more winners. So thank you so much. I didn't want nobody to think I forgot because I definitely did not. Then I have some beauty products. So I will probably have 2 winners inside of the Friday giveaway. So it's going to be a company and then there's some beauty products because I bought extra products for the bridesmaid boxes. The bridesmaids boxes were smaller than all the stuff that I had to fit in there. So it was so much stuff, y'all. I couldn't even put in the freaking box because it couldn't fit no more. So I'm gonna give it away to y'all because I don't need all those beauty products. So I'm gonna do a beauty product one, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway from a company. And if you Zelled me or PayPal me, which was only a few people, I did add you to the list. I know Cash App was not allowing people at certain points to send the money. I didn't know what was going on because I also watched Tisa Tales from the Diddy trial. Y'all know I love my trial. So I watch her and people send her like super chats or all that good stuff through Cash App. And she was just saying like how Cash App did the same thing to her. And I'm like, how do you have a limit on how many people can send? But one person can send me $1,000 is not that big of a deal. But 20 people can't send me $1. Like, make it make sense. I didn't understand that. And I reached out to Cash App. And in return, they told me to turn my account into a business account. So yeah, so they can get some money off of it. I'm like, you're getting money off of dollars. And yes, of course, some people are sending more than $1. Some people are sending $2, or some people are sending $3, but it's still like not like people sending me $300, $400 on this raffle. But I appreciate you guys so very much. And I'm gonna just keep continuing to get as many good prizes. I want to do like a really well, I have been doing big prizes because all these prizes actually the prizes have made if I add up how much all the prizes have been, it's more than what I've even raised. But the point of it is I want to give back to the people who have been supporting and of course support the girls. So I really appreciate y'all. So and also be mindful because somebody messaged me and said someone made a Cash App with my name, but they don't have a second E after Kaylee. Yeah, that's fake. Don't send $1 if it does not have Keesha. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what it looks like. Because somebody else made a TikTok about like a fake TikTok of me. I don't be on TikTok like that for real. But I think Jeremy was the one because he was trying to look up something to show me on my TikTok. And then he was like, I don't see it or something like that. And I was like, that's not my TikTok. But it was like they tried to, how you show the whole how you show this thing? Jori, you're not getting no water, baby. Because you went and did the opposite. So come lay it down. It's 9 o'clock. Yes, baby. You can't be drinking water past a certain time, baby. Jori, I don't know why you saying when I just told you to go do it. You didn't go do it. I'm trying to show you the picture, but it's not letting me make it. What, baby? Baby, you've been watching your iPad all day. Huh?
I just watch a little bit so that's all.
Okay, well, watch a little bit more of the show, but I'm saying something about the water because you can't drink too much water before you go to bed. You understand that part? Okay, well, we're not gonna cry about it, okay? Just watch it for a few more minutes. You've been playing, this is summer break. You've been watching iPad all day. You went to grandma's house, Papa's house, you played a game, you watched iPad there. I'm confused.
What tried to shoot her iPad with me at Grandma and Papa's house?
Who didn't?
Jiya.
Well, baby, watch it now, Angel. It says that's scary. I would be scared to go outside. Well, it's kind of it's very clear. Like now at nighttime, I wouldn't be going out there at night. We do have lights all around and we have motion lights. Baby, turn that way before it's too loud over here on my speaker, Angel. But typically I don't really have to go outside at night. We've done feeding the goats, we're done feeding the chickens. So it's nothing for us to be doing outside. But during the day, I'm not really afraid because 9 times out of 10, if I'm out there or the girls are out there, then we're bringing Draco with us. We are also, someone told me last night to get a Grand Pyrenees. So I did look them up on the same website that I got Draco, and we found someone, but the lady has to approve us because she wants you to have, like, Pyrenees dogs are specifically for farmland, homestead, and protecting homestead. So you gotta like have more than 2 acres. You gotta prove this, prove that, or she's not gonna allow you to purchase it. So we're right now in the application process. But then, and she's far away. She's in North Carolina. So I was like, do we want to take this drive? It was already a lot to go pick up Draco, driving those 3 hours. But I was like, you know what? People always be saying get rescue dogs. A little questionable because her Grand Pyrenees is already 10 months. So, and he's already been acclimated with, and Draco is 7 months, 8 months, 7 months, 6 months. We got him in August. So however much that is. So he's older than Draco at this point. He's huge. He's huge. But Jeremy was like, no, we just need to get a dog from birth. We don't want them to do this. And I said, no. I don't agree with that. Because at this point, I'm not getting another dog from birth because Draco was, and he still is a lot. Like he is a lot. It's a constant thing with training a German Shepherd, and there's no days off with it. especially when they're going to be a working dog. Now, if Draco was just going to be a family dog, it would be a breeze, easy breezy. But he's not a family dog. He's a protecting dog, and he's a guard dog, and he's all these different things, and a companion. So the love part comes easy, but there's a lot of stuff that he has to know, cues that he has to know, commands and understanding. And he just came from obedience training for however long, and now he's in a form of being trained for protection, which is another thing. So I was like, we don't need to start over from scratch. These chickens can't get eaten up no more. So we need to go ahead and get that dog that's already know what he's doing. So I'm completely open to it. And then I kind of talked him into it. But then I went on my Google and found, I said, let me just type in to see if there's a Pyrenees close by. And it was some that can be rescued. So we're kind of open to that now. I don't know. Most people who get rescue dogs, they're just companion dogs. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Have y'all ever got a rescue dog that was good to do what I need them to do? Because I don't want them to be, I mean, there was a lot section that says, do you need them to be trained? So, and I put yes. But yeah. What's your beef with bras? What are you talking about? This shirt, this is a dress. It has whatever it has. I don't think I wear bras sometimes and I don't wear bras other times. Thank you, V. Yes, I'm 100% changing my last name. I thought it was a deer at first because I remember when you showed the family. No, I don't think deers don't even eat chicken. So yeah, that was the last thing that I thought about. The deers have been in the backyard with the chicken numerous of times, and when they get close to the chickens, they run off. They never are stunting the chickens, like ever. So I never thought. I immediately when we found out what happened, I immediately said it had to have been a fox. And that when that same fox came back the next morning, because when we went to go pick up the new chicken, we still haven't named her yet. But when we went to go pick up that new chicken, the guy was like, "Oh, you better be careful because that fox gonna be back within 24 hours." So I was paranoid all night. That's why I was like, "Babe, we gotta put something. We gotta block it. We gotta do this. We gotta do that." And he ain't come all night long. But as soon as I woke up watching my sermon, his raggedy behind was out there, and it was like he was just like, "Oh, bet 3 of you back in this coop. Okay, bet. Okay, I'm gonna be back in a few days." But my behind, when I tell you I ran so fast, I wanted to try to film it. So of course I'm trying to get my phone, trying to get my camera, hoping he stay right there, but not getting close to the coop. I'm over here getting Draco out the thing. When I tell you, I say, "Oh, you gonna see my dog," because they said the moment the fox knows that the German Shepherd is there, then you shouldn't have no issues no more. But Draco doesn't go outside overnight. He's inside our house, but he's going to be transitioning once he's trained to do what he needs to be done. It's a lot with stuff like that, y'all. It's a lot. But it says animals are smart. The fox worked all night until he figured out prehistoric. Yep. He probably did. He probably did, but he did see Draco. He did see Draco. When he came back, he saw Draco. Now, he ran off by the time we came back out there. He was running, and then he stopped halfway and looked back. Draco already sensed him, so he started running in that direction anyway. And then Draco wanted to pee, poop, all this stuff. And when he looked back and he saw Draco peeing and pooping, he just kept on getting it. But, y'all, I be nervous every night. I just be praying to God that they just, but like I said, it's a cement thing out there now. So I highly doubt he can move that thing out the way and get back in there. I'm so happy for you. The engagement party was beautiful. I cried real tears for you. Literally an inspiration. Thank you. God works. I feel more connected to your channel. Thank you, Alexandria, for watching and supporting. We have too many acres. Jeremy wants to get a fence, but it's too many acres. We'll be spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. However, we are getting an electric fence for the animals. So we will have an electric fence out there. But when we get the Pyrenees, then it won't really matter because they are literally those dogs for that. No honeymoon ideas as of now. I had to pause the video. I was hollering when she moved the chicken with her. Yes, Ricky. It says when I saw you cry, I was like, Keesha about to be vegan. So we still are going to get meat chickens. I think my emotions came from those specific chickens are family. Our meat chickens won't be family. And we've already done enough research where they say you have to separate your meat chickens from your egg chickens. And you don't interact with your meat chickens like you interact with your egg chickens. Like you just kind of go in there and they just need to be foraging and eating food, and you go in and go out and you don't even probably look at them. And most likely I'll have Jeremy or my mom feeding them as much, but I'm not going to be the one trying to unalive them when that time comes anyways. But Jeremy does want me to participate and want me to understand the process so that, I can know how to do it. But I don't know. But those chickens were in my house, like literally being my babies. Like it was so sad. We handpicked them, literally handpicked them. Hey, Ash, love you. Talking about Jeremy is always so unserious. It was sad, but he's a comedian. always. Congratulations. Thank you, Reese. You're so beautiful and great inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hanging with Felicia. You and Jeremy should check out this podcast called How Married Are You? They're amazing and have an in-course program. Okay, I'll tell him to check it out. He loved watching stuff like this. I'll tell him to watch it. No, it wasn't no dang on roach. It was an ant. It was just so weird because I've never seen. I mean, it wasn't even like a regular ant. It was like one of those black ants. Only thing I can think of, because even you don't really get ants. I don't know. I've never seen. How do black ants? Only thing I can think of is it came in on one of our shoes. I try to not let our shoes, and the girls don't give a rat's behind. They will go out and run and do not put their outside shoes back in the front part of the house. They'll leave it in my room. So it's probably was stuck on one of their shoes or Draco. I don't know. Because that was so random. I don't know how black ant. Like, it wasn't like one of those, like when you have ants from like sweets and stuff. It wasn't one of those ants. It was a black ant. That's strange. Let me see. Where do black ants come from? Where do black... He's talking about where do black people... Where do black ants... It says they're... Black ants... So black ants are typically in soil. Under stones and debris, rotting wood, foundations. And the other thing that I can think of, it could have been because yesterday Jeremy let our patio door open, which is right by our master bedroom. This is the only thing I can think of. He left it open for like an hour, and our screen on our door that leads to the outside is not tight and secure anymore. So it's kind of like blowing back. So bugs can get through there. I don't know. And then Draco, we've been letting him out even more now since the fox incident. I make sure he just out there for a whole hour, walking around the premises, coming in and out. And I don't know, but how the hell you get in my bed is bewildering to me. But and then no roach. We ain't seen no roach. And I think since the first day we got into this house, we saw a water roach come because the doors was open from the construction and stuff like that, and it was raining one time. But we ain't never seen... I don't know if this is the county we live in, but I haven't seen no roaches over in this area as much as I've seen it in previous areas. But okay, y'all. So I know there are so many questions. So now before we go, I'm gonna let y'all ask some questions for maybe like 30 minutes before we go, because I don't want to be on here too late. I'm not really tired actually, because I just took my Magic Mind shot. But we can ask questions. So I'll go through and just answer as many questions rapidly as possible. So y'all go ahead and start putting your questions. No, baby, because it's 9:12. You know that, baby? And you need to go brush your teeth.
I want water.
I know. That's why I told you to get it with your cup.
That's what I want to do it with your cup. because
But you don't know how to do it with my cup. My cup, you gonna drop my cup, do this to my cup, do that to my cup.
I'm gonna hold.
You went upstairs and started getting distracted.
No, Mom, I can do it.
Yes, I am following the Diddy trial. Okay. First question. I have a question. Are you going to have the social media class again, or is it open?
The water.
No. Oh, this is not the first question. This is from 8:55. I'm just late. But yes, I am doing another social media class June 1st.
But I can't.
So the seats are going to be open to you guys. We're back to our initial goal of 500 seats being filled. I am at the end of my mentorship with my first round of students, and I'm actually so proud of a lot of them because they have truly implemented. I filmed one girl. It's going to probably be out of my next vlog because we had a call the day before the chicken massacre, and the vlog was supposed to come out the next day, but didn't wait it. So it's going to probably be out on Monday. Where she was talking about like she's been going viral and everything from the stuff that I've told her. Two of my students that I know of, because I haven't done the mentorship means you'll get regular what is it called? One-on-one, you'll get one-on-one periods with me throughout the duration of the mentorship. So we had our second round of one-on-ones. So two of the people have already told me from the things that I told them the first time around, they've been going viral. And I'm just so happy for them. Like I be telling people all the time, social media is not that hard. It's more so like when you bet on yourself and take chances on how you know how social media works, you could literally succeed. And I'm just so proud of them, like for being able to go viral constantly. And one of them, she's been able to grow maybe like an extra, I think she grew like 6,000 extra followers on YouTube. And this is only in a matter of less than 30 days that I had her last one-on-one session. So I'm just so proud of them. So I will be doing another class because so many people keep messaging me about it, and I offered them to do the replay, but they were like, no, I just want to do the actual class with you. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more class. I need to fill up 500 seats yet again. If you guys are serious about YouTube, if you guys are serious about your business, if you're serious about growing, then you need to take the class. I'm gonna go ahead and be nice and do $30 again because it seems like y'all really liked it. Y'all really took it serious. So I don't mind giving y'all a good deal, and it's going to come with the brand deals. I can't even tell you how many of my students got brand deals. Like the brands are from recent, within the last 3 months of these specific brands reaching out to me or me working with them or something like that. So it's not like old brand deals. So most of all the emails, I haven't heard anyone say like the emails don't work or something like that. Like they are all working emails, and it's a different variety of what I'm offering. It's beauty, fashion, lifestyle, home, pet, not as many pet. I think it was like 2 pet options, hair. Like it's just so many different. Baby, why are you putting this over here? It's just so many, baby, over there. That way, baby. But it's so many different options, and we go over how to get these brand deals to accept you, to pay you, to collaborate with you, to, take yourself up a notch. So if you're trying to look to make some extra money, and not just extra money, but even transition to something that is just way more lucrative to your life, then social media can definitely be done. It's just a matter of having someone like myself tell you and teach you, because most of them are having like aha moments, like, oh my gosh, okay, I didn't think to do it like that. Oh my gosh, like, right. Also, I'm a very strict teacher. This is not no cookie cutter mentorship. Like once you do the mentorship, so the mentorship is after the webinar. The webinar will be live. I'll probably go ahead and put it live after this goes. After I'm done with talking to y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and put the $30 webinar back up there, and the webinar will be on the 1st. After that, we'll do the mentorship. After you've been a part of the webinar and watched the webinar and partaken in the webinar, then we're going to do the actual mentorship. And when that, it gets even more cutthroat because I'm not a nice mentor. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Because one thing I don't like is I don't like people wasting their time. I don't like people wasting their money. And I don't like people who is kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to invest in this, but I don't know how serious I'm going to take it. Because you're not going to waste my time and you're not going to, you know, I'm not going to allow you to waste your money. So, baby, turn it down. So it's just a matter of we all have a same understanding of you're trying to grow and you're trying to get there and you need me to do that. Jori, I asked you to do something, you're not doing it. Keesha Shine Podcast, keep it respectful. You keep leaving. Oh, you talking to somebody. I think my moderators are here if somebody act crazy. Yes, I am following the Diddy trial. I watch Tisa Tales and I watch Rotten Mango. Those are the only two people I trust to give me any feedback. Rotten Mango is, I told you guys, one of the best true crime storytellers of all time. She's just really detailed and just, this is literally like her thing. So her and her two reporters go into the courtroom every single day, take all their notes and all their research and all this and all that. They purchase the transcripts. Some transcripts $500 a day. Y'all, $500 a day. All these reporters from all over are probably buying all these transcripts up. But yeah, so she does detailed day by day of everything that's going on. So it's feel like you're there, especially the way she tells the stories. And Tisa Tells, she's more, you want to hear the news right now as it's happening. She goes into the courtroom and literally on every break she comes out and she's reporting like what's going on play by play. So she's really, really good. Keesha, I'm so happy for you guys. I waited 5 whole years for y'all to finally get. Congratulations. I'm so excited. Thank you, Valerie. It has definitely been a long time. It's definitely been a long time, but I can say this is the right time. Congratulations on the girls and their cheer. Thank you. They're doing so good with their cheer, y'all. But this is the season. Y'all, it's already stressing me out, baby, because it's 3 different teams. It's 3 different teams. So Jiya is on a higher level of mini elite. So it's a lot of pressure. She has to do back handsprings this season. Journie, this is her first year doing elite. So I'm stressed out because now, you know, she's been on novice 3 years in a row. So now it's like, okay, this is her first time to like literally lock in and focus on elite level cheerleading. And Jori, although she's still on tiny novice, she still has a big responsibility because she is the vet of the team. And my baby, she's the self-proclaimed captain. So she got to keep these girls together. It says, don't you need a hen to protect the chickens? No, typically the rooster protects the chickens, but chickens can only do so much, to be honest, y'all. A fox, some roosters are really, really cutthroat. But to be honest, like for like all the wildlife animals that can potentially get into there, but yeah, the rooster protects the hens. Yes, we do have a date set yet. It says, are you keeping this live up? Yes, I am. I love watching Tisa Tells. Yes, she is that girl. I love her. How has it pros, cons, well, pros of celibacy? Woo. Okay, so what I can say is it's been easy overall. I think the easiest part is us sleeping in separate rooms. But we have had our moments where it's Jeremy, baby, he we definitely, how can I say this? Had to have some talk to God moments several times. But what I will say is it has definitely showed us that our walk with God is real because the conviction has remained at its peak when it comes to holding us accountable to what we agreed to do, because this is not our will being done. This is his will being done. And we know ultimately the sacrifices that we're making. I'm trying to work on my posture, y'all. Let me sit up straight. But ultimately, this is like a reflection of what we want to be and how we want to live. To be, baby, you could turn it up a little bit. You don't got to watch it in silence. You don't want it to be a point where you're being like a hypocrite. So I'm not gonna cap and be like, oh y'all, we just in there. This just been a walk in the park, breezy, blah 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 blah. Sometimes it gets real tense. Like sometimes it gets like real passionate, especially times when we're like having moments of intimacy that's not physical. Like we love each other and we are in love with one another. So when we have those moments where we're like discussing ways of like how to become even more in love with each other and be way more intimate without, like I said, being physical intimate. It makes us want to be physically intimate. So it just takes it to another notch. And then we got to just pray about it. And so I would just say it is showing us how much we want our walk with God to be real. And I would have thought it would have been much harder for I would have thought it would have been much harder for Jeremy than it has been. So I commend him for sure. Now there has been plenty of times where it's just like, okay, we need to talk about this now because we can't be going down a rabbit hole and making no errors and making no mistakes and stuff. But overall, I would definitely say it has been much better, especially like I said. I think the best part about it is, or not the best, but one of the ways to make it easy is us being in different rooms. But I know some people are like, well, how do you know you really abiding by what God said if you're not going to really put yourself to the test and sleep in the same bed? We just don't want to. We did the night we got engaged, and baby, I was off the deep edge that night. We didn't do nothing, but luckily he looked me in my eyes and was like, baby, I'm not even gonna let you do this because you definitely on your high right now, and I need you to remember what we want. So I commended that. But yeah. The garden is coming along. I'm nervous about these onions. I definitely think that it's over with for the onions, to say the least. I am very happy with the tomatoes, like the cherry tomatoes. Like we've been getting a lot of great results with the cherry tomatoes, and everything else is just like we just waiting impatiently pretty much to see what's going to happen. I'm just happy that we kind of have been done buying everything because y'all, that was a lot. And we still got to plant these watermelons. That's the last thing we got to plant. I don't want to plant nothing else. But baby, turn that song off, Angel, before you give me the copyright flag. I told you no music. Hey Frederick, what's up? Llamas are good. Y'all, we ain't getting no damn llama on this property. Y'all, first, I don't even know where to find a llama. Luckily, the goats were cheap. The goats are only $125 a goat. So the goats were cheap. But llama, and don't llama spit. Now I watched that girl on Instagram. She's in Atlanta too. I tried to DM her. I don't think she DM me back. I think she probably got a lot of DMs. But she got like the fluffy butt hut. Y'all know who I'm talking about? And she got her daughter and they go pick up them eggs and stuff like that. She got the alpaca. She got the llama. She got this. She got that. We're going to get us that dang on Grand Pyrenees and call it a day. Because I don't know what I would do with them llamas. What are llamas for? Tell me what the llamas are for. Then I'll tell you what we can do. I'm not going to tell you when the wedding day is. The save the date announcement is going to be later on this year. Probably in the fall. Do we plan on having another child? We will attempt on our wedding night if I'm ovulating. But if not, then we'll just attempt when we ovulate. But after we get married, we did agree to do one more. Not what's up, Cookie. Keesha, I will never understand why you get so much hate, but I think you're ever so sweet. Oh, thank you, Natalie. I don't know why I get so much hate either. They don't know why I get so much hate. It's just easy for them to do. Sierra, hey Keesha, what about a beige couch giveaway? LOL, I could use it. Now, if I can get somebody to agree to it, heck yeah, Tierra. I am all for whatever y'all want and need. I would. You know what? It's so funny. Now, speaking of beige couch giveaway, back to the bed. Whoever wins the bed, you need to be very clear. The company really wanted to send me the bed and then told me, well, put the bed together, do the video, and then give it away to somebody. I was like, no, can I just give it away? And it was like, yeah, we don't care if you give it away. Jeremy wants to keep the bed. I said, no, we don't need to keep the bed. He was like, well, we can put it in the basement in the other guest room in the basement. And I was like, but we still need to renovate the basement. So we don't need to have no bed down there just for the heck of it. Go ahead, baby. So I was like, no, I'm going to give it away because we can get a bit. Companies reach out all the time trying to send me furniture, y'all. They reach out all the time. So I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Whoever gets the bed, you're going to have to film the video, putting it together and putting it up. And I'm going to do the voiceover. And that's going to be it. Because I'm not going to get no bed and then have to ship it to somebody. Like, put it together, take it apart, and ship it to somebody. Because then I would have to choose somebody in Atlanta. It was just going to be too much. Because then I was like, well, I can do somebody in Atlanta. And then, but then you would have to be okay with me going to your house. And then people may not be okay with the hell. I may not be okay with that. So the easiest thing is whoever gets the bed, prop that dang on camera up with some light and put that bed together. You don't even got to show yourself in the video. Just make sure the room clean. Send me a picture of your room before you start. Because I know all y'all not content creators, so you may not have that vision. But, you just make sure the room clean. Get everything pushed away, and you put the bed together and make it look real aesthetically pleasing. And you send me the footage, and it's don't got to be longer than 2 minutes. So that's what's gonna happen for you to get the bed. And yes, so somebody, whoever get the bed, I'm gonna talk to you again to make sure we on the same page before the company send you this bed, because I don't need to hear their mouth talking about the companies will be asking you about their footage. People are really desperate these days. Got to be careful. Yes, for sure. Have you picked a dress? No, I have not gone dress shopping. I will not be going dress shopping until a few months from now. And actually, my dress is going to be custom. So I will be going dress shopping with my bridesmaids because I want the experience of doing dress shopping. I have a few dresses that I've already saved that I think are like the most beautiful dresses ever. But I also want to just try on dresses just to see what's looking like in my body so I can know which one I want to lean towards the most. So when I get to my custom girl, we'll know which one to go with. But yes, all the girls are getting custom bridesmaid dresses and I'm getting a custom wedding dress. Yeah, she's definitely so sleep up here. She came in. She was sleeping in the car on the way here because they went to my mom's house today. Power needs are so cute. Get him and send Draco back. No, we can't send Draco back. We love Draco. He's a lot of work, but we love Draco. German Shepherd is the best dog to have. They're very loyal and great protector. Yes, and actually, after someone sent me the video about the Power needs, I looked it up, and the German Shepherd was on a lot of people's top 3 list of dogs to get for protection. Like everybody who had the top 10, everybody had a German Shepherd within their top 3. And yeah, we're not gonna get rid of Draco. This is someone that's a stupid question to ask that I brought. Yes, hit the like button. I'm a silent viewer, but watching you before your babies. Keep doing the great things. Yes, I'm getting so old. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm an old woman. This year is like my 15-year anniversary from Spelman. Draco marking his territory. Yep, he was marking it all over. And trust me, I seen him out more than he ever been out at them doors, making sure you walk that whole property. Coyotes' urine is a deterrent for foxes. You know what? I never knew that. But where are we gonna find a coyote at? What if what came out there was a coyote and not a fox? I don't damn know this stuff. I don't even get me to thinking too hard. I think it was a fox. Jeremy said it was a fox. Put a camera. Yes, we are getting a camera on there for their coop. We're getting the automatic door thing. We're getting a camera. We're getting all these things, y'all. Trust me, we're getting all this stuff. Rescue dogs can be cons due to some habits they have made hard to break. Yeah, so that's the only thing about the rescue dogs. That's why I said there's a thing where you could talk to somebody before you get it, meet the dog, figure these things out. So I'm not completely opposed to it, but I just got to do some more research about it for sure. Thank you so much, Cuffy the Great. I'm so happy for y'all. Yes, but please be careful with that fox, and growing your own food is one of the best things you can do for your family. 100%. 100%. I don't even like no cherry tomatoes like that. Heck, Draco, the main one who eats cherry tomatoes, so he really been reaping the benefits. Hey, Keesha in chat, just getting in here. Congratulations. Thank you, Miss Nicole. I thought all ants were black. No, ants are like the ants that, like when we had an ant infestation, like when I had my apartment that y'all saw me and Jeremy in, I had mistakenly left something sticky open or something. It was something real sweet in the pantry, and the ants are brown or red. No, this was like a carpenter. Like if you go on your Google right now and type in carpenter ant, that's what was just on my bed. It wasn't like a regular small little bitty ant. It was like and what is trying to make sure the girl's shoes ain't over here, y'all, because that thing just was so random. It was so random. I grew up, but yeah, garden ants. Oh my gosh, really? How was that? How are Harry Potter and Draco? Draco don't be stunning Harry Potter. Harry Potter is always stunning Draco. He always got his back perched up, hair sticking up, growling, doing the most. Today when we came in from being out, he kind of walked past Draco because he was hungry. So, and the girls are always picking Harry Potter up. Like they cannot keep their hands off him. And I feel like he was walking past Draco regularly, but they got to just get acclimated. Because I said, you ain't going to be walking around this house acting crazy. Because Draco, he don't even be stunning the cat at all. I am feeling good as a whole. I guess I also kind of feel, I don't know. I'm trying not to let myself get overwhelmed in wedding planning season because I told myself like it's not that like this should be a joyous occasion. I don't want to think back to wedding planning and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed out. Oh my gosh, we have so much on our plates. It's a lot, but I'm just trying to take it one day at a time overall. Other than that, I'm really happy. I just feel really in a sense of gratitude. Like there's nothing more that I could ask for right now. Thank you. Healing Peace. Are you sharing your wedding colors? So yeah, my wedding colors are burnt orange and ivory. That's why all the girls, I told them to wear burnt orange to the bridal thing. Our wedding colors supposed to be secret? I don't know, but when I look back at my wedding videos, pictures, and everything, I need it to all kind of correlate. So y'all gonna be seeing it anyway, and we're gonna put 2 and 2 together. Are you saying Jeremy calling Cassie a slut is funny? I don't even know what you're talking about. Literally, nobody said that at all. I don't know where you just got that from. But yes, burnt orange and ivory. The rental property is going great. Our tenants pay on time. That's all you can ask. They'll be owning it by next year. It's a rent to own. Once you get married, will you slowly move away from doing YouTube? I don't know. I think I've already changed the way I do YouTube, which is at this time good enough for me. I don't share a lot of stuff. I don't share, like, I really have learned. I don't think it's maybe because I don't vlog every day, so I don't have to as much, but I kind of have like mastered being able to still have a private life and y'all have absolutely no idea what's going on. Or I may just share, like, talk about, like, even a bridal shower. Like, the old me would have definitely vlogged her whole entire bridal shower today. And it's not a bad thing to do that, but I just was able to like talk when I left it, and it's okay. So yeah, I don't really honestly know what my future holds. I really want to retire at this point. I want to retire. This is Taylor. When will you be able to do our one-on-one for the mentorship? Just text me, Taylor. Yes, it was a chicken massacre for sure. All them feathers, and I feel bad because I feel like I'm traumatizing Tia and Raphael because I didn't pay attention until like I actually went back with the new chicken that all the feathers are spread all throughout. That's how I know the chicken that fox had to have also went into the coop because there's so many feathers and we need to move the coop over so that they're not walking around on their dead sisters and brothers' feathers. I said they walking around like, oh my gosh. And when we brought the new chicken, Raphael, his head was like, when he heard her like making chicken noises, he was looking like, oh, there they go, they back. And when he saw her, the other chicken, Tamir, was yellow too. So I don't know if chickens can tell if that was the exact chicken or if they just know, but Tia seemed to be okay with the new chicken. Like, oh, okay, well, I got somebody back here with me who looks just like me. Raphael, he's okay. But dang, it's just so sad, y'all. We are going to start working on the tiny home. Well, we just finished getting our quote from our contractor. He's just been so busy. He actually just called me yesterday and he's just been so busy. I guess I can't force nobody to not be busy, but we did try to get quotes from other people for the tiny home to do the electrical stuff, and the quotes were out of this world. So we were just like, okay, let's think about it for a second. But then we ended up getting a quote from our main contractor, and the quote was great. Of course, I work with him a lot, so I get a deal and discounts because we work with him a lot. I use him for all my clients. So we was like, oh, we're gonna just wait for him to not be busy. But he called me yesterday and said that he was gonna contact us when he was done with his next project. So we should be doing electrical stuff coming soon. And then we finally decided what we are doing with the tiny home. So we will be revealing that. That was actually supposed to come out last week, but then the chickens had a massacre. So we put that out instead. So I guess sometime this week we will be announcing what we will be doing with the tiny home. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We appreciate everything you try to do for us to get that next level of our life. Thank you so much. Do you think it will be good for someone who has never done social media? I'm thinking about taking your class. It is. I have a girl in here who's never done social media. The only time it will not be good is if you are not prioritizing what I'm telling you to do. This class is not for somebody who wants to do social media of the future. This is someone who's ready to be proactive and start making money now, because I can't do mentorships for people who are just like not actively trying to implement the tools that I'm giving them, because what am I mentoring?
Mommy,
Yes,
need
baby.
water.
Jori, one thing about you, this way you sleep in your own bed tonight. Don't worry. But and sit down, baby. Over here. Jori. Over here, Angel. But yes. So I can't mentor if you don't have nothing to work with, pretty much. So as long as you ready to implement, people become sensation overnight. People grow overnight. You got to just start. Just start. All the tools I have is great for you to start. It says I reached out. Oh, hold on. Okay, there. I reached out to a bunch of brands on the list and didn't hear back, and they weren't interested. Are you in a mentorship, or you just bought the class on its own, or you just took the webinar? Because I would need to see your page, because somebody told me that a brand didn't reach out to them, and I said, send me the email. And I said, this is exactly why. So I can't give all my secrets over this thing, but there's a few things that need to take place before you reach out to a brand. You cannot, baby, I'm not going to ask you again to close your legs and go over there. You hear look at me when I'm talking to you. Do you hear what I'm saying? Look at me when I'm talking to you, Jori. Do you hear what I'm saying? I've asked you 2 times now to close your legs. Do you hear what I'm saying? Use your words.
Yes.
Okay, close your legs and go over there, please. Do not come back over here past this thing and be on the camera with your legs wide open. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm on live. I don't need you to be on my live with your legs open. Do you understand that? Okay, because you about to go to bed. It's 9:40. You got cheer in the morning. But yeah, no shade whatsoever what I'm about to say. Some people, when I look at their platforms, I can tell you right off the bat why you're not getting a response. So the purpose of the $30 social media webinar is for me to kind of break it down to you of what to expect within building and expanding on your business or social media and growing. If you are that type of person who literally is like lost completely and have no absolute guidance, it will behoove you to do a mentorship so that you can get the one-on-one personalized training, because once you do the webinar, you're on your own. It's just like you take those tools and you're on your own. Because I know somebody, they did the webinar for $30 and were able to get the brands, and then were texting me often like, hey, I did this. Hey, look at this, look at that. And I cannot do that, because time is valuable and time is money. So it will probably, and I told her, you should probably sign up for the mentorship so you can get that personalized view of what you have going on, and you can get assisted. Because the webinar that she took part in, that was almost a 3-hour webinar. So all questions are answered. But if you just get the brand list from just doing the webinar, and there are some deficits going on with your actual brand as a whole, then you should probably take the mentorship so that I can eyeball what you have going on and be able to assess it better for you to grow. It says, I love Tisa Tales as well. I agree. That's the only one I trust. Yes, she's definitely one of the good ones. You should watch Armand Wiggins do his trial. Is he at the trial? See, the thing about it is, unless you physically at that trial, who's Armand Wiggins? Let me see. I don't even know who that is. Let me see. Armand. Who is this? I don't see him doing nothing about Diddy. Oh, there you go. Diddy trial.
And she sat there on that stand and she said, I have a lot of sores in my mouth.
Okay, so is Armand physically at the trial, or is he summarizing stuff from other places? Because to be honest, y'all, I only want to entertain people who are really watching or in the trial room to tell me, because I don't need to be getting misled. Mango is good, but the other lady stretches up. Some people don't like Tisa. She's very. I mean, the thing about it is, I watch Mango and I watch Tisa, because Tisa's stuff gonna come out first, right then and there. And then Mango, she's so busy with the trial, she's now having like a 1-day delay in between the trial day, so you have to wait a day after to see what happened the day before. But it's still worth it because she's so detailed and she's giving you a good recap. So I've watched her Cassie episode in comparison to what Tisa said about the episode, and I feel like they were pretty much spot on. It was a little bit more detailed with Mango because her videos are like 2 hours long. I don't know. I still genuinely, I feel like Tisa does come out the courtroom and report what's going on in the courtroom. Sometimes she asks her opinion about a little stuff, but I guess I would need to know what part you think she stretch on. It says he does awesome Diddy recaps. Okay, well, I may go look at it. Yes, it was a fox. I love Stephanie So and her husband behind the camera. Yes, I've been wondering. I'm like, dang, she got that private life for real. But she said she don't show him because of the type of job he got or something like that. She's the one who broke so many. She's the one who really put me onto true crime. Like literally, like after I watched all her true crime stories, like I was obsessed. I'm talking about Jori needs some headphones. Girl, she want to be in this mix so bad. Talking about I'm going to get pregnant on my wedding day. God willing. Hey, Harry Potter. You back in here, buddy? Thank you so very much. It says Chronicle Speak. I haven't seen Chronicle Speak. Okay, I can't be watching all these people now. I'll go look at Chronicle Speak. And see what she got going on because I'm interested. I'm late. Are y'all waiting for marriage? We're celibate right now. Celibacy isn't easy. Been celibate for 6 years and counting. It's the best thing I ever done, especially getting closer to God and finding out who I am. Well, you know what? Because a lot of people was like, oh, y'all got celibate just to get married. And I'm not going to lie. No, we didn't do that. Well, one, I had no control of when he proposed anyway. But what I will say is there were so many times where I thought, like when we were like at our lowest with like the weakness of it, like, okay, well, let's just go to the courthouse. But both of us have like been real strong about it because we're just like, dang, we ain't get married till next year. Like we might as well just go to the courthouse. And not just for that reason, but for other reasons too. Because, unless you legally married, then certain things are just, don't apply to you. Because in the eyes of the law, you single. Like every time I fill out stuff now, I always put like single and then I put in parentheses, I'm a fiance. Like I literally keep doing it. Every single thing that I'm filling out, I put that I had to check out some stuff because I've been going to a few places anyway, behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, I've been putting fiance in there. But in the eyes of the law, unless you legally married, they don't recognize it. Great job, Keesha. You got self-control. You passed a test on engagement night. God is pleased and you'll be blessed. And you get to have so much fun as you want after you say I do. Yeah, and some people say it's much better after you say I do. And I guess we'll just be able to look back and be like, wow, like we really took it serious and, made all these sacrifices for that. So I'm really happy about it. Baby, I love you too, Angel Face. You ready to go to bed now? You something in your eye? Okay. Girl, not a llama. Girl, y'all really see me. I don't know where to find a llama at anyway, if I wanted to. It says celibacy is great, but are you still shacking? I don't want to get into the whole technicalities of certain things. What I will say is I think God will be very pleased to see that we are two adults who were living in sin and who made a conscious decision to separate ourselves, still raise our kids, but separate ourselves and prepare ourselves for him and to have a covenant under him. most importantly, we are completely separate in this house. It's layers to being a Christian, but I don't believe that God is going to nitpick about certain things, because overall he's going to know our heart, and he's going to know what our goals and purpose are. Because we are not going to just say, well, Jeremy, you got to, because I won't be leaving. Like, oh, well, Jeremy, you got to go get an apartment until we're married. I think we're kind of way past that anyways. We've been living together for this whole entire relationship. What I think God knows is he's seeing the effort that we're making. And this is a big thing. Like, for somebody to hold themselves accountable for things they've done and say, you know what, we need to do it differently. And in the same way, there's a way that we have to do it, because we have 3 innocent kids that are now involved in this. Well, 4 technically. There's just a way that we have to do it. I think that overall we are really good. We do want to have baby number 4. And if it doesn't happen within the first year of the marriage, it probably won't happen at all. But let me not say that, because Jeremy's going to have a heart attack if you hear me say that. Are you nervous to break the celibacy? We just got to, when we have moments of weakness, we just got to remember. Because I'm one person, like, some people, like, they'll do something wrong, and it's like, damn, you don't got no morals, you don't got no conscience, you don't got nothing. Like, you just don't care, like, and it don't bother you. But it's okay, because you're not living for God's glory, so things don't bother you. I'm not that type of person. The moment I do especially now that I've been on my walk with God, like, I've been so strict with my walk with God. Now I'm at the point, like, even at Publix, if the lady ring up 2 plums and it's 3 plums, like, before I'd be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Now I'm like, it's really 3 plums in there. Like, she's like, okay, thank you. Like, like, I just be thinking, like, God watching me for every single thing. Like, I got to make sure. But yeah. Thank you so much. There was a story of a great niece who fought off 9 coyotes. Bless you, baby. They're awesome dogs. Fought off 9 coyotes. That's a lot. Oh, Lord. Red ants and fire ants bite. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. There's so many different ants, y'all. Can you share the details of the painters? Our contractor? Are you in Atlanta if you need that? Now, look, we trying to get him back over here to start our stuff. I didn't put him on with too much business. Then he didn't got other business in the midst of that. Now we came and see him. A life coach, that is definitely a big title. You going to bed, baby? Oh, Lord. Yes, we will be doing the engagement photo shoot. Thank you, girl. I wouldn't go on a fast before every important. I would go on a fast before every important event, especially since you have haters. 100%. But my walk with God is a lifestyle and not a moment in my life. Like, we are actively in every single day, being vigilant and protecting ourselves over haters, trolls, whatever you want to call them. I love your wedding colors. Thank you. I cried with you on the chicken discovery. Oh, thank you so much. I be loving y'all so much. Thank you so much, LaDacia. I have no earthly idea. You have to ask Jeremy. I have literally no idea what I got. None. Like, I don't really know about jewelry, to be honest. Jeremy kind of put me onto jewelry. I was always like a fake jewelry girl. And then one day, like, our first year dating, he bought me a nice necklace. Then he bought me, no, was that the first thing he got me, or was it earrings? I feel like he got me those Chanel earrings first, and then he had got me like a diamond necklace. He was the one who introduced me to designer jewelry. I never really thought too much about it, but now I love designer jewelry. But more so, like, I love Fendi. Fendi is a nice aesthetic for me personally, for like my style and stuff. Yes, Armand is physically there. Okay, well then I'm gonna go check out his stuff. I don't like Wiggins. I don't know why his name sounds so familiar. 2 a.m. Really? Are you exaggerating? What time that trial start? That trial 2 a.m. That's crazy. It says TCP on the powder. No, that's just her personality. That's her person. But I understand like what you mean by that. But Classy and uncut. Stop your mess. That is funny. What in the world? What is wrong with y'all? She's animated. That's where it is, Samantha. She is just animated. She is very animated. Oh my gosh. How you don't know Armand as a YouTuber? What? I don't be watching all these YouTubers. I said his name sound familiar, but I feel like the Armand that I'm thinking of is Regine X, and he didn't look like that. Was that him? Unless that's him, then I knew of him, but I've still, even if Regine's X, I've never seen anything of his. I don't like stuff like that, like Casanet or how you pronounce his name, all that type of stuff. I don't watch stuff like that. I don't find that stuff entertaining to me. Yeah, I don't watch stuff like that. I watch true crime, or I'll be watching the show that I'm watching, or I'm watching a sermon. Some vloggers, a few, but I don't watch stuff like that. I have only heard of the recaps of Diddy's trial from Lauren on the Breakfast Club in the morning. Now I do see the Breakfast Club, and she be there too. But her recaps be so dang on short, you can't even get nothing out of it. I mean, I guess they got to put it in a nutshell. No, I do not know Armand as the youth, unless it's Regine. But I feel like I know Regine's ex and how he looked. Hey, Tatiana. Armand is the best? Really? He better than everybody else I said? I watch Rotten Mango. I'm not a lawyer, but in Law and Crime, any other source on the show, I'm not viewing unless they're going to post the transcripts. Tisa said she was going to start doing a transcripts this week. I'm not a lawyer. I know she was following the Diddy trial, and I watched her video for, I mean, not the Diddy trial, the Young Thug trial, but I didn't really keep up with it because you could watch the Young Thug trial yourself. So I just watched that. You have such a beautiful soul, Keesha. Over the years, you've been through so much, but you still came out on top of your haters. Thank you so much. Shacking is not in the Bible. Thank you so much. My fiance and I became celibate before our engagement too. We've been celibate for 3 years and we'll be getting married. Oh, that's a long engagement, Ashley. But baby, 3 years. Ooh, we just trying to hold it down for one. We're trying to hold it down for one. Fornication is not pleasing to God. Yes, I'm aware. Shacking is not a Bible. Fornication is, which is why they're celibate. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, well, congratulations. I've been watching you all for a while. You guys have come a long way, and I wish you both nothing but the best, especially in your marriage journey. Also, is Bailey still around? Bailey lives with my aunt. The reactions you just gave to me being celibate 6 years is how everyone does me. To me, sex is a mind thing, so it's not really for me a priority. And it's fine because I feel like I could definitely go without. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't really just be thinking about it just to think about it. Sometimes, like, I'm way more attracted to Jeremy now in our fiance era than I was prior to, because we weren't in a stable place of our relationship. Well, leading up into our engagement, we were in a stable place of our relationship. But of course, in the earlier stage of our relationship, we had so much toxicity and all the other stuff going on. But now that we're in a happy, healed, whole place, a godly place of our relationship, like, I'm way more attracted to him now. But I've always been that way. That's why I didn't lose my virginity till I was 23 years old. Dang, I waited a long time. But yeah, that's why I didn't lose my virginity till 23. Now, I'm not saying to go lose your virginity at 23. What I'm saying is do what God told you to do. Don't do what I did. Do what God told you to do. But one of the main reasons I didn't do it before then is because I really felt like I needed to have somebody who's like genuinely, passionately in love with me and makes me feel complete. And I just couldn't be giving myself away. I just couldn't give myself away. And I don't know. It's levels to it. Just doing stuff like that. Do you want a bridal shower in or absolutely? Absolutely. I want to have a beautiful bridal shower and I'm not doing like no frisky bachelorette trip, no strip club, no, none of that. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I want a classy, fun, relaxing, great trip. I want to just be treated like royalty for my friends. And yep. No, we have a church home. And actually, I don't want to say I have 2 church homes because can you have 2 church homes? But the girls' cheer schedule is the reason why. Their cheer time is, first, it was going to be within a reasonable time for us to go back to being physically involved in church until they hit us with the okie doke Uno Reverse 3. And the cheer time is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays. So that literally wipes out all times. So once we get to a place in our season, I'm going to see if we can figure out a way to do drop off, and then we go to church and then come back. Draco, what you doing? Go see what Draco doing.
Was he in his cage?
Yeah, go see what he was just doing. What was that all about? Go see quick. Y'all heard that? Go, baby. Jori, go and see what Draco.
Whistling.
No, baby, go see what Draco's doing. Go see what he's doing. Quick, run. Tell me. Those the birds doing all that chirping because Daddy turned that light off. Jori, walk out there. He's in the cage. Oh, Jori. You ain't, girl.
He's doing nothing wrong.
He is doing something. I just heard some stuff. You hear all that? Let me go see what Draco doing. Jori ain't no good.
Draco is barking.
He's not barking, baby.
Draco.
What are you doing?
What? Did I see arms?
What is this that you ate, Draco? No, because I got cheer in the morning. No, baby, it's nasty. I don't know what this is. It's nasty.
No, it's good.
No, baby. Draco, what that was that you ate? No, that wasn't good. Where's Harry Potter? Okay, y'all lay down and go to bed because we gotta wake up early. Y'all, sorry, I don't know what Draco had ate. It was some, I don't know what it was. I don't even want to think. As long as it's out of his body. They have to be in line to have a spot inside at 2 a.m. How the hell are they sleeping?
Sleeping.
Like, that's crazy to me. I would not be out there. Oh, now, oh Lord, no wonder why the people been giving Tisha so much super chats. I need to go give her a super chat because you gotta be out. But she said she don't be getting out. She don't be leaving at 2 a.m. She got inside people and connects and stuff like that. I think because last time she was like, oh, I left my house at 6 a.m. today. So she can't be out there at 2 a.m. But there's some guy in the line who be holding it down, and you could pay him $150 for his spot. Tissa's fun and gives personality, and she's been that way since she started. Yeah, she's definitely very personable. Do you ever watch With the Perrys? It's a biblically faith-based podcast with Jackie and Preston Perry. No, but I'll check it out. Let me screenshot that. Okay. Congratulations on your engagement and cheers and well wishes. Thank you. You ever thought about investing in multifamily properties? Yes, I have thought about that. Yes, I'm in Kennesaw, Eckworth area. Painters info, please. It's not Regina ex-boyfriend. Okay, well, yeah, that's the Armand that I know. This other Armand, I have no idea who he is. Yes, text me. I'm Miss Nicole, so then I can give you the information. Owning a home is awesome, but the little cosmetic change at time, we're getting a new roof put on in a few weeks. Did you go through your insurance or are you paying for out of pocket? Yes, that's absolutely true. I was 21 and I feel that. Who else was waiting to see if Jori popped up on the screen? I was ready to tell. No, because she gonna follow me because she was too scared. Jori is the most scary one out of all of them. Jiya, she's okay with all the animals. Jori, she's the least okay with all the animals. Journey, she's trying to be okay because she just want to push herself to please us, and she knows Jeremy always gets on them like, oh yeah, I want these
Mom,
animals.
I don't like when animals jump on me.
I know, baby. She says she don't like
Even when we saw a baby dog.
She likes Harry Potter, but girl, Harry Potter traumatized by Jori at this point because Jori, she just, oh Lord, y'all gonna be calling people on me. Okay, hey Keesha, just getting in the chat. I was one of the rug runners. When should I be expecting it? Oh, so the company probably gonna email y'all probably after the holiday because they just finalized the information. But I think they told me to send the email so y'all could select the wig. I thought they were just gonna choose a rug and send it to y'all. But yeah, so I already gave them all y'all information. If they need something else, they'll let me know. But I guess I forgot Monday is a holiday, so I probably won't hear back until Tuesday. I have a few cosmetic things I want to change in my home. I need a good contractor and painter to do this stuff. Yes, my contractor is definitely amazing and affordable. They have some people they pay to keep their spot. You would have had to pay me way more than $150 to be out there at 2:00 in the morning. Like, do you sit out there in a chair or a sleeping bag, or you got to stand? All to be a part of this. This is crazy. Why did he sleep in his cell? Do you think Jori would have a hard time adjusting to sleep in her own bed after the marriage? I don't know. Jori does sleep. Well, she slept in her own bed until the whole celibacy thing came. Because Jeremy was very adamant when we moved here. He was like, Keesha, I'm letting you know now, Jori's out of our bed. And he was adamant about it. So I had to agree. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to, we had the opportunity. So we bought her own bed. But then when Jeremy left the room when we became celibate, then she started wanting to sleep in here. And sometimes I force her to sleep upstairs in her room. If I just really want to be by myself, I'd be like, Jori, you got to go to your room. But, or like when it was a school night and I still had so much work to do, I'm like, no, you need to be in your room with the lights off because I got a lot of work to do. I think she'll be okay because, I think she'll be okay. Yes, Jori, she just think Harry Potter's a doll pretty much. Like, I'm like, Jori, Harry Potter's a cat. You can't throw Harry Potter up and catch Harry Potter like a baby and rock Harry Potter. Like, we be having to monitor Jori. So Jori is not able to touch Harry Potter unless we are all monitoring Jori. And Jiya bossy anyway, so she don't like sharing Harry Potter. But yeah, we have to make sure you sleep. Girl. Oh, they have tents. Oh, that's just too much. Y'all be seeing this? Make a video if you're in New York and send it to me so I can see what it look like. It said, did you pick out Jeremy's band or did he want to choose it himself? He gonna get what I give him. Because do the husbands choose? Because I ain't pick out my ring. So he gonna have to get what I give. Right? Isn't that's right? I'm not picking. Now I did send him bands that I wanted. But I didn't pick out my ring in itself at all. I had no idea he would be choosing this ring. I'm kind of shocked that he did choose this ring, but not really. But I kind of am shocked a little bit because I've never, ever in the history of us dating ever sent him this style of ring. Ever, ever. I told him the rings that were like hard nose, which was cluster diamonds. I don't like cluster diamond rings. And I did not want a cluster diamond ring. No offense if you like it. I just don't like it on my hand. So I didn't want that. But I've never sent him a round ring. Like I've never, ever sent him a round ring. I love my ring though. I think it looks perfect on my hand. I just never sent it to him. So I was very shocked when I saw it. Because I'm like, how did you come up with this? But with that being said, he gonna get what I give. They were paying people $20 an hour. Stop, baby. To wear a free Diddy shirt. That's not gonna work. Like, what's wrong with people? A bunch of crackheads. Yes. Any spiritual updates? I mean, my spiritual journey has been going really well, y'all. Overall, I think that it's a ongoing process. Is never going to end. So I'm just continuing to do the best that I can and not let myself or God down. Are you against the ring finger tattoo? Well, now that I'm on my walk with God, the tattoo season is over for me. It is over for me. Although I do need to see in the Bible where it talks about these tattoos. Jeremy told me about these tattoos. There's a lot of times, because although Jeremy is leading me, I'm definitely the one that's like, tell me in the Bible where they say that at. Because we sometimes having to go head to head about, not head to head, but I am one that questions when I don't know. And I need to see proof. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. I'm upset that he had to go through the stress that he had to go through with the ring. Because I feel like if I'm doing something as big as proposing to the love of my life and I give you specific guidelines about the ring, like, even he has to take the ring back again for the third time. I don't even want to talk about it, y'all, because it's just so crazy. They're like, oh, bring it back, da da da. Like, first of all, he told them not to cut it once. Like, the day when I did that prank to my mom, he was up there and he called me and asked me, did I want them to go ahead and just cut the ring? Because he told them what ring size I want, which is my promise ring size. So he definitively knew my ring size because he bought my promise ring. And he snuck my promise ring out the house and took it up there when he was originally constructing the ring, I guess, to make sure. And they still missed the mark and got the wrong ring size, and then did not engrave the ring. It was just a lot of stuff. And then they just changed the diamond out because apparently they didn't do the right diamond. It was like so much stuff. And now that we have the ring back, he looked at the ring and said something else was wrong with the ring. So he has to take it back. And I'm just like a little over it because I'm like, oh my gosh, they already took that long of a time with the ring. So overall, I love my ring though. Like, I have no complaints. I think it looks beautiful in my hand and it's not cluster diamonds. So I'm not really a picky girl either. I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh, I had this certain special ring that I've always wanted. There was a specific style that I used to send him a lot, which was supposed to be the style of the ring initially. However, since they messed up the ring, they end up having to change the style to give him the ring quicker, which they still didn't give it to him quick enough. So it was just so much stuff they had going on. And it's just unfortunate because he's went to this jeweler several times for other pieces. You sleep, baby? I love you. Kiss. Kiss. Love you, sweetie. Good night. Good night, baby. We talked about celibacy a little bit earlier. I wanted to say this for so long. You have helped me so much. You're very calming. Only Allah is SWT God will reward you for that. Congratulations. Well done. All your success. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. What's your hand, Jori? Oh, okay, baby.
What is you doing?
No, I was gonna go to a different jeweler because they were taking when he proposed to me, and of course the ring didn't fit correctly, and he had to talk to me afterwards. I was so on a high that night. I just thought maybe I was like, damn, because of course I didn't have my promise ring on, so I was like, damn, did I get skinnier or something? Because I know he know my ring size. And then afterwards, he talked to me and said, babe, I just want to let you know what happened with the ring. I didn't want to talk to you about it when I'm proposed to you, but just know. So he talked to me about it and was like, they did the wrong ring size, but he said he was going to fix it, blah, 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 blah. But then the guy was taking forever to schedule the appointment. So I decided to like look it up on my own. So I was just going to go to another jeweler. And when I told Jeremy that, he was just like, no, don't worry about it. I'm going to still stay on him. And he just kept staying on him, staying on him, staying on him. So I'm just letting him handle everything with the ring at this point, because at this point, he done already paid all his money. He might as well. Have you started looking at wedding heels? No, not at all. The tattoo topic is found in Leviticus. God was instructing the children of Israel to remain separate from the surrounding tribes and not take on the customs and rituals. So is that to say that the other tribes were getting tattoos and God said not to take on their customs. But can't that still, and this is just me being one of those type of people who ask a lot of questions. To me, that's not saying, if they're saying don't take on the customs and rituals of a specific tribe, most customs and rituals of tribes are like praising a god or a deity. So it's just kind of like, don't start doing all that type of stuff. But he's not saying like, oh, you can't get a tattoo ever in your life. I'm gonna look it up after this. I need to start a Bible group so we can just talk about stuff and I can ask questions. I'm the one who's gonna just ask a lot of questions. I like to ask questions. You mentioned modest apparel. Will you be doing head covering based on the scriptures? When I go to church, yes, I do cover my head. At the time, I believe some tribes practice idolatry with tattoos, but the Bible doesn't speak on the cultural context of them today. So just under your convictions. That is interesting. Cause I just feel like it's so much stuff. And I'm not one of those type of people that's want to like pick and choose what I think God wants me to apply to my life. But I also just want to have a better understanding. So I'm not sitting here all bent out of shape about every little thing. Cause there's so much stuff, like even down to the engagement rings. Our pastor doesn't wear an engagement ring. And Jeremy was like, oh, this is, something God is. And I was like, God didn't say not to have an engagement ring. Where does he say? Like, it just be like that for me. I be having to know. Jori, no, man. How is real estate? Oh, y'all, real estate is stressing me out. Does anybody want to buy a house? Because baby, real estate is stressing me out so bad this year. It is stressing me out it stressed me out real bad last year too, y'all. If y'all only knew what it took for me to get to have them closing tables, it was a lot. But this year it's stressing me out even more. And I'm just trying not to be hard on myself about it because I have goals and I'm already in May and I haven't even closed as many deals as I need to. I unfortunately I might as well say it because I know it's not coming back and I probably wouldn't even accept it if it did. But I had $1 million deal and we were supposed to sign the contract. Well, almost $1 million. More like 900,000 to be exact. But that's still almost $1 million. And we were supposed to be signing the deal last week. And I reached out to her to ask her about like, hey, how's everything going? Blah, blah, blah. And she had some other stuff going on. I can't say everything because it's personal stuff for her. But she had some other stuff that she needed to fix. So she was telling me, oh, I'm working on this. I'm working on that. And I helped her out with a lot of, so this is another thing. Like, I don't like when people use me for my expertise when it comes to real estate, because when I tell you I can pretty much say I'm really good and very knowledgeable when it comes to real estate. Because these other agents who've been doing this for so many years, they'll try to little girl you or make you feel like, or try to go look you up. Because there's a way to look people up and how many houses they sold, how many this, how much that. And they'll try, you could tell, or they will even deliberately say, because I've had an agent deliberately say, girl, Keesha, and this is when I only had closed 5 deals. Keesha, you've only closed 5 deals. I'm like, girl, honey, and counting. Because in this situation right here, I don't care if I close 2 deals. I'm still right and you still wrong. I can't even talk about what the situation was. Well, I could talk about what the situation was because the deal didn't got closed at this point. But that was a whole different thing. But anyways, said all that to say, this particular individual used me to help them out with the situation. And I helped them for about a week and a half straight. And then I was supposed to be listing their almost $1 million home. And when I say I helped, I mean went above and beyond for this. And it was real estate related for this specific house. And when it came down to the dotted line, when it was time for us to sign, I reached out last week and I was just like, hey, da da da. And she was just like, oh, well, I'm still trying to get something done. And I'm like, okay. And then God just told me a few days ago, go look up that house. And I went and typed that address in and I saw the house listed. And when I tell you, my stomach dropped. And I text her and I said, because the thing about it is that same day, right before I looked up the house, I said, hey, just checking in, something about the house. And she was like, oh, I meant to call you because I needed to go over. I had some questions about your brokerage, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. And someone just said, go look up that house. And I looked up the house and it was listed. And I'm like, you could have just told me you listed the house. And I was like, why would you have used me in any capacity, knowing that you were going to use somebody else to list this house? Like, I do not appreciate that at all. And Jeremy had walked in the room because I was so pissed off. And he was just like, babe, just don't text her back. You know how it is with people, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like, that's not cool. That's not cool. I wish I can give y'all more details so it can really make sense for y'all. But I can't give too much details. But she gave her little piss poor excuse that was not a good excuse whatsoever. But I wish her the best. I hope she still sells the house, and I hope the agent does a great job for her. But another $1 million house will come my way. And that'll be that. I work with any price point, so I'm not pressed about $1 million listing. Of course, I would want $1 million listing. Of course, I want a $1 million buyer. But any person who wants to use me and be appreciative of my services, I'm happy for that. So if I got a client right now, I've been fighting tooth and nail for her for 2 years, and we're closing very, very soon. And the house is $100,000. And I fought for her for 2 years to just be able to own something, to call her own. When I tell you, we fought tooth and nail with everything coming against us. And I worked just as hard for her, just as if her house was worth $1 million. And those are the things that I pride myself on, is giving that excellent service, because this is something that was almost impossible for her to do. And even my clients, like every time they think like this is an impossible situation, I make it very much so possible for them. So if anybody's here and they want to buy a house, then please let me know. If you want to list your house, then please let me know. I would definitely love to work with you. But I'm just going to continue to pray for more real estate success. I have a few clients. Some of them are spread out throughout the year and stuff like that. But I definitely, I'm the type of person, like, it's me against me. Like, I don't compare myself to anybody, because comparison is a thief of joy. I'm genuinely happy for other people when I see them succeeding and this and the third, because that's them and their life. That's what God wanted to do for them. So I only worry about Keesha and Keesha only. So within me comparing myself to where I want to be, like last year I had a great year with my numbers, and I was this close to being top producer. And this year I'm like, okay, we need to speed this on up. And a lot of my clients just keep having a lot of stuff going on in their lives. And I would definitely be halfway there if everybody didn't have personal things they're going through or whatever. But it's okay. I'm going to just keep on pushing it, and more clients will find me and I'll find them. So, no, Jeremy has one church home, which is Pastor Gino Jennings. That's our church home. I also do like 2819. No, she didn't sign up. She couldn't legally sign one at the time. She couldn't legally sign an agreement. But I tremendously helped her. And that's why I was like, that was a slap in my face. Why would you not want to go and work with a person who literally just helped you with the most diabolical situation you've been in? Like, there would be no reason why I wouldn't have reached out to that person, at least to thank them. But she was like, I'm so appreciative of what you did. And her excuse was so whack, y'all. It was so whack. It was so whack. It just made me lose all respect for her. And I never want to talk to her again. And I never will talk to her again. People are so whack. It's just so disgusting how some people are. Real estate, you need to be making sure your mental is good too, because baby, it's definitely a lot. Or finally sleep. It's definitely a lot dealing with. Go ahead, baby. It's definitely a lot dealing with real estate in general. It's a lot. But if I really told y'all what was her real excuse, if it wasn't for the trolls, I would tell y'all. If it wasn't for the trolls, I would tell y'all. Because it didn't have nothing to do with me at all. It had something to do with something else. It didn't have nothing to do with me. That's why I was like, wait, what? Is that what you really gonna tell me right now? Like, y'all will be like, what? And like I said, it's not illegal for me to share with y'all, but the only reason I want to tell y'all is because I know trolls are watching me, and I don't want the trolls to go and look up what it is, because it's something you can look up, but it don't have nothing to do with me. And it's not even that. It's really not. It's really petty. It's really crazy. It was really just a bad excuse. It was just a bad excuse. She should have just said, I wanted to work with, I used this other guy. Just straight up said, I used this other guy. That's it. That's all. Not just pull something out of her ass and just say this to me because, now you'll never talk to me again. Now I never use your services again. Now I never promote you again. I hate that I promoted her and I got her some clients for something completely different, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be done with that. But God don't like ugly. God saw exactly what she did and how she moved, and he doesn't like that. But like I said, I'm still not going to wish nothing bad on her because God wouldn't want me to harden my heart towards her. So it was a bad situation. I don't think she's a bad person. I think she just she had a bad character moment within herself. So it is what it is. How do we get in contact with you? You can text my business number to get in contact with me. I don't know how. I can post a comment. Let me text my business number. Same y'all be trying to contact my business number for stuff that's not business related. But baby, don't contact my business number if it's not business related. Because that stressed me out. I don't want to talk about nothing that's not business related. I get a lot of business. Like while we've been on this phone, I didn't got 10 texts. Would you ever get into commercial real estate? I'm in all real estate. So I'm not limited in anything that I'm doing right now. Commercial real estate takes longer to get paid. It already takes long enough from the time I find a client until the time we close. Unless somebody's coming to me with their pre-approval in hand, real estate agents don't get paid for sometimes 2, 3, 6 months from the time they meet their actual client because you got to get approved. You got to pray somebody's credit is right, deal with that portion of it, get approved with the lender, get all that stuff work, find a house, negotiate, put in these offers, all these different things, go through an inspection, go through underwriting, make sure nothing don't come up underwriting. And that can take a very long time from the time you meet somebody. So that's why my goal is to be having like 10 clients I'm working with regularly. And I do really, really good at my job. And like I said, a lot of people, especially like in my office, it is very seldom. Like these girls are $500,000 houses or above. And I do feel like I am a luxury agent because of the services I offer. Not just because, oh, you haven't never sold. A luxury agent doesn't mean you've sold $1 million house before. A luxury agent also comes into your experience and your knowledge of real estate. And that's what puts me above. Almost every agent that I've worked with on the other side of the deal, if they haven't looked me up, when they find out how short of a time I've been doing real estate and how knowledgeable I am about these contracts and about negotiation, like some agents have called me after the deal and like, girl, what you did to get your client under contract, kudos to you. Like they had to like represent their client and negotiate against me. But it's like, girl, you are a good agent. Like, and I really pride myself on that because my clients don't pay closing costs for the most part. My clients don't. There's a lot of benefits when you have an agent who knows real estate and who's not just trying to close the deal to get their commission check. Because when the agent only has their pockets in mind and they're not considering you, you don't get the benefit out of the deal, but you're the one buying the house. They get the benefit and they're doing piss poor work. So when you work with a realtor who is really an expert, you don't have to have that much sometimes. Some of my clients come to me and say, Keesha, all I got is $5,000. Okay, what's your credit score? Okay, let's figure this out because we can still close on a house with $5,000. And it's more than possible to do just that. I've done it plenty of times where my clients only had $4,000 or $5,000, and we're going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out because I'm going to do my job to make sure. So I just feel like y'all be mindful and go invest. If you are not in a position, if I could tell my younger self anything, and I'm going to keep saying this, if I could tell my younger self anything would be while I was over there living in them high rises and paying $4,000, I would have went and paid $2,500 for another condo and had a $2,000 mortgage for somewhere else and actually had somebody paying it because I would have had a tenant in place. So it wouldn't matter. I'm telling you guys right now to invest. Like y'all have to invest. Invest. That is literally the best thing you can do is invest. A lot of people don't know where to start, but that is the best thing. My client, who's my main investor, girl, we just went on a contract today, but she's like, girl, find me another house tomorrow. And she was like, we're finding another house. We just gotta figure out some technicalities. There's different investment. It's not just fix and flip. It's not just, it's just different forms of doing it. You just tell me how much you got and you make sure your credit is where it needs to be, and then I do the rest. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to get off here soon. Yes, I do take soursop. Congratulations, Madison, for one, for your pregnancy. That is super exciting, and I wish you a great pregnancy. And I took something with garden in it for my prenatals. Something with garden. Maybe it was by Garden Life or something like that. But I went to GNC and also ordered on Amazon. If you have a herb store by you, like a natural herb store, like my next pregnancy, I'll be going to a herb store and getting prenatals from there. So if you have like a natural, really good herb store, go there. Can I ask, how did the laser work? Are you talking about the at-home device, or are you talking about the laser that I got when I had Jori? Because the laser I had when I had Jori, I got my underarms done and my lady part done, and 100% worked. 100%. No hair was found on me in either one of those places for years. Maybe last year I started having my hair grow back, because it does eventually start growing back. Hormones, this factor, that factor, it does eventually start growing back. It still does not, like, my underarms are like, I don't have any dark, like, as y'all can see, I don't have any darkness or any razor bumps or any of those things. I like laser because it really does set you back. Like, it factory resets you back to like your smooth baby bottom stuff. So yeah, I love that about my areas. Now, the at-home laser treatment that I have, I did it on my underarms to just see what it was going to do. And I did shave both of my legs to see like how it was going to work. However, I am going to go get professional grade laser hair removal, because if hair grows anywhere on my body fast, it's definitely my legs. What I would personally recommend, if you wanted to do laser, my light outside is on, y'all. Hold on. We need some movement out there. It's a movement out there. It's some motion lights out there. So when that light come on, that means I know something moving. But nothing was by the coop, so it could have been a squirrel. But what I would do is I would go get professional grade laser hair removal and use the at home to be like a treatment. But that thing worked. The thing I showed you, oh no, baby, that thing worked. Another thing about it is I have very low pain tolerance, so it probably can be even better than what it has been for me if I turn it to the highest setting. Because even on the lowest setting, that thing really, it works. It definitely works. I like it. Any tips on trying to conceive? I don't know. I just say track your ovulation. That's the number one tip. And if you really, really want, like, from the time I get off my period, I'm peeing on the ovulation stick. I spent probably thousands of dollars on ovulation predicting kits when I was trying to conceive. But thank you, Sylvia. I really appreciate it. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to hop on off here. It's 10:30. I need to go take a shower. I got another bridal shower to do, and I need to go figure out these games, baby, and make sure I got everything, because I was in charge of games and I'm hosting for the most part. All of us are hosting, but I'm like in charge of the games. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of this. I'm going to go and put the webinar up for the $30 right now. If I told you to text me about anything, text me. And yeah, I'm about to put the webinar up. Like I said, we need to get 500 seats sold out before the next webinar, because I said it's June 1st. So y'all the first to hear it. No, it's not going to be June 1st. That's a Sunday. It's going to be June 3rd. No, it should be the 2nd, because the girls don't have cheer on a Monday. So it should be June 2nd, because then I don't got to worry about them being in practice or anything. They have camp that day, but we would have been back home. So it's going to be June 2nd. Perfect. So June 2nd is going to be the next webinar. It is perfect for all levels of entrepreneurs, people who are trying to be content creators, influencers, all of those different things. And we're going to get to the nitty and the gritty. We're going to do our summer kickoff class. I promise y'all are going to succeed and learn how to excel and grow and start making some money on social media, because don't waste your time paying hundreds of dollars for all these other classes and people giving you Google information. I'm literally giving you the resources that you need. Like, it's going to still come with the brand deals, a part of the $30 mentorship, and we're going to be good to go. And anyways, y'all, I love y'all. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.